Yo, what's going on everybody? So today I'm bringing you the second part of how to get a nuke. And this gameplay, it's something I did completely different, and I'm going to explain it before I get into my main topic on how to actually get the nuke and some of my personal tips I've, after so many nukes, like 200 plus. And this gameplay, is something completely different than what I normally do. I don't ever use the M4, but I need to explain why I'm using the M4 and why I'm kind of playing different than I normally do. And the reason is because I'm at the beach right now, and I brought my PlayStation for the rainy days, but I also forgot my SCUF controller, so I've just like turned the game on just for like a few minutes here and there. I'd play like one or two games, and I mean obviously you can see like my aim is super shaky because on my normal controller I don't have any control freaks, I don't have anything like that. The controls are completely foreign because I'm used to slamming paddles left and right, slide canceling, doing all this super sweaty stuff. But this just takes me back to like years ago. I mean, I was playing so like standard and it was all gun kills. But, anyway, I'm making the best out of the situation. And I was also playing with no game volume, which was kind of crazy. I had no game volume, no nothing, and I was just like going for streaks so that way I could like see how many kills I could get. And I don't know. I dropped the nuke, but I'm using the M4. You can see the M4 class setup at the end. This is my favorite M4 class setup. I hardly ever use it, but in my situation, I was like, I need the best thing possible. But anyway, so how to get a nuke part 2. So part 2 is going to be all about smart decision making because I think this is something that is absolutely essential. I talked the last video about repositioning and stuff like that, and this is more knowing the gunfights that you should take. This is, I mean, there's some other things in here, but the first thing I'm really going to talk about is taking gunfights that you can win, or that you have a chance. And there's, certain situations where honestly you don't need to take the gunfight. Like that gunfight you might try to take, even if they're not looking at you, might get you killed by somebody else that's near you. And what I'm gonna something I'm gonna explain is, say you're in this building that I'm in, and you see somebody that is completely on the opposite side of the map, say towards C. Say they're on C. You are not going to want to try to shoot the person that's all the way in C when you know you got people spawning at B that are right in front of you. And the reason is because people are going to see your gunshots unless you're using one of the barrels that does not show your bullet tracers. Then it's honestly not a good idea to take a gunfight that you may get killed from. And throughout this video, you'll kind of see me like seeing some people where I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to shoot this guy. Like I'll shoot at him, and that's something that you really need to learn. And I like it's kind of something that has to get ingrained into you. Like if you watch a lot of really good players, you'll notice that they see, like I said, like they'll see people that are just too far for the fight. They're too far, or they're in like a super high traffic area. Maybe they're all like looking at you, but they haven't seen you yet, and then you just start shooting. Maybe you need to dip away and not take that fight because then you give away your position. So that's kind of like my first part of the smart decision making, and I really think you can learn from kind of this gameplay and seeing situations where I'm like, I'm not even going to bother shooting him and stuff like that. And also in my old gameplays, I've really been working on this, actually, like trying to get a little better at it. And I learned this from watching people like Nate Gibson and some other big YouTubers that are super good at Modern Warfare. So the second part of this is knowing your exits, and knowing your exits is really important because you need to be able to get out of tough situations. And when you're on like a 20 kill streak or something, you really got to be prepared to get out of where you are alive. Chances are you might die, but chances of you staying alive in the same place where you've gotten 20 kills is pretty slim. Occasionally that fluke of a game will happen where people just are oblivious. Like they're just complete timmies, have no idea what they're doing, and just get killed. Don't watch the kill cam, don't notice where the bullets are coming from or anything like that. So yeah, and now here's something that I really need to explain right here. Why I'm doing this? I am sitting in this bathroom right here because I have killed the same person multiple times coming after me. Like I've seen them. They're wearing the new Iskra skin, and when you're wearing a skin like that, I can always tell if you're still trying to hunt me. And so that situation, like in my head, I had just killed them one time before, and I was thinking, I need to kill this person one more time and take the time that they're trying to respawn on B to get out of here and leave. And this is something that you really need to do.
Now I know my exits and I know I gotta go. And also, while I'm running across, I know I have a little cover with this, like that little fence. It doesn't. That fence doesn't give you much, but it gives you some. And you know, if you crouch and if you slide, that will help you out. And right now, I'm trying to distance myself as much as possible from that person because you know that kid, I guarantee you right now, is going and searching for that building. Like he's going everywhere through it. You know that, like that's just how that kid was playing. I even think he might have sent some hate mail in the, like in the freaking text to chat thing, which is completely ridiculous. But I mean, honestly, he was the one that kept getting killed by me. He kept doing the same thing. So, don't. I mean, honestly, if you don't want to get killed by the same person, don't do it. But if you're able to kill him, then, props to you. So aside from knowing your exits, I want to get more into like a aiming thing. And aim is something that's, some people have really good aim, some people have really bad aim. But in your head, you need to be thinking, I need to hit the head shots, I need to hit the chest shots. And the reason is because Modern Warfare has an extremely high chest and headshot multiplier. I mean, your chest multiplier is already higher with most guns. Now, also, your headshot multiplier is absolutely insane. I mean, the headshot multiplier is just ridiculous. It does so much damage that that's how you get 2 to 3 shot killed by some guns. And I mean, I know it's really frustrating, but that's the way Infinity Ward made the game, and we just as players have to deal with it. So, when you're trying to get faster kills, don't aim for the legs. If you're aiming for the legs, I mean, if that's the only thing you have to shoot, you'll see my gameplay, and some, like, I play really high sensitivity, so it's sometimes harder to like be super precise, and I'll hit the legs or something, but you'll notice that's the longest kills. Like that takes way more shots to kill somebody doing that. So I do not recommend, shooting for the legs at all unless it's absolutely necessary. I mean, or if you're like using frangible, like one of those frangible perks that makes people stop sprinting. But even then, I don't know why you would ever do that. I mean, you kill people so fast in this game anyway. Like, just aim up. That's all you have to do. Aim up, and I mean, really focus on it. If you start to think about it more, you'll get more kills way faster. I mean, especially if you're using like something like the M4. I mean, honestly, right there, I just deleted that dude across the map. And this gun has some pretty serious recoil, but also you can take the recoil into your advantage. Like the M4 has a upwards and then a sharp cut to the right. That's the recoil pattern of the M4. It's very easy to predict. It's always the same. Like you can put attachments on it to make it a laser, but if you're using something like me, like I'm not even using a grip because I like fully loaded. You can control this extremely well just by predicting it, and also when you shoot, it'll instantly start going up. So I mean, it kind of plays into your favor. If you land one headshot, there's you a 3-shot kill. You know, that's crazy. Like that dude didn't even stand a chance. I killed him so fast. That's kind of my whole thing right now. Explaining this is, you know, all your guns, especially the MP7. Okay, I picked up this MP7. This is the one of the weakest guns if you start shooting to the limbs. I mean, it can take you what seems like 10 shots to kill somebody if you shoot them in the legs. So always aim up, because that's when you can get a 4-shot kill with the MP7, like a 4 to 5-shot kill. Because otherwise it's going to be a struggle. So my final tip, guys, is the most important tip. And what it is remaining calm under pressure. I think pressure starts when you get to about 20 kills, and that's when people start making stupid decisions, like freezing up, not knowing what to do, jumping out of a window when they don't need to, like making a weird angle, just all sorts of things. Like you just really mess up when you get to about 20 kills, like you start doing stupid stuff. And I do think that there's some tips that I can give you to help you not make those stupid mistakes, and I'm going to kind of go into those right now. So first thing being, learn from your mistakes you've made on previous kill streaks. If you've died on a 25 kill streak, you know, look at what you did and how you messed up, and kind of figure out, I don't need to do that again. And a 25 kill streak that's kind of a doozy, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. Now, when it's a 29 kill streak, that really sucks. I've been there. I've been there probably 15 or 20 times where that died on a 29 kill streak, and it's super annoying. But it happens. But every single time that something like that has happened to me, I have looked back and figured out what I did wrong and what I should have done. The first time it happened, it's so frustrating. Like, your hands will start shaking, your heart will be beating, you'll feel like you want to throw up, when you've gotten that close and you choke it. But you know, you learn from it. It's like, all right, well, next time I get to that many kills, I'm just gonna like play it slow. Like if I got time, I'm not gonna make a dumb decision. You know, I might try to take a longer gunfight because I know I can. You know, I probably won't get shot because a lot of people don't shoot you from super far away unless they're snipers or like some weirdo using a sight on a, you know, AR. I mean, that stuff occasionally happens, but the second part of this is playing the game the same way you've been playing the entire time. If you start to change your gameplay and what you do once you get to 20 kills, you're going to start messing up. You might start playing too slow and it drags the game out. There's all sorts of different things that can happen, and honestly, dude, just keep playing the game. That's all you got to do. Once you get to 20 kills, keep playing the game, keep rotating, keep doing all the things that you've learned, all the things that you've done. Oh, you know, all the mistakes you've made, well, you throw all those away. You know, it's just how like you just got to keep it going, and that's my biggest thing is when I get to 20 kills, I'm just like, all right, well if I die, I die. But yeah, anyway, guys, this is gonna conclude the second part of my Nuke series. You know, as always, if you like this video, you know, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more stuff like this. And I will try to post another video this week before I get home. And as always, stay safe.